Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot shop. I'm here to do my weekly reading for love, romance, partnership for April 15th through the 21st. And we're going to get an opening message from the Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reed. And I got a beautiful new tarot deck this week, and it is the Sawyer's Path. Yay. Absolutely love it. So I'll be using it for the weekly reading. This is an energy reading, 5-card placement for the week of April 15th to the 21st. My shop is not open right now, but it hopefully will be open on April 22nd, and then that week I will put a link to my shop. I may put a link to the deck. If anyone's interested in this deck, I will put a link to it below. She has an Etsy shop, and it's an amazing deck. And I ordered it, and I think the very day, I ordered it in the morning, and she sent me a shipping in the afternoon, and it came really, really fast. So, very fast shipper, very good, communication and movement. That one fell out. I'm going to acknowledge it, but I don't feel it's the message. Fork in the road, 13. So, a little bit of an indecision or decisions that need to be made right now this week coming up. So, there may be an important decision. And you may feel like there's a lot of pressure on it because the 13 is the death card. And it's like, geez, there is a lot of unknowns around the decision, and there is a lot of pressure around the decision coming up this week, but then that could just be for some, but I just want to let it be there, and then we're going to pull the actual message for the week for love. Ooh, love it. Loyal heart. So I'm going to read, and it is number 35, which is 8. And 8 has been coming up a lot for me in the infinity sign. So let's just see what comes up. 3 and 5. So it's 3 is creation. It's all about things coming together and a change. So there's a change coming where things come together. It can also be the third energy and the spiritual relationships that is creating and causing a change. It's that loyal heart. It's that deep love connection, and its energies really bringing forth. And I see the owl. So for me, the owl energy is also really a connection to mother energy, empress energy. So interesting. Let me just take a peek here at the relationship message in the booklet so we don't miss something. I'm hearing that song, Two Hearts Beat as One. I'll look that up. I'm not sure. I don't know why Spirit does that. And I'll put it below. Okay. Fidelity, loyalty, devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you, no matter what the outer circumstances in your life. Trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected and divinely guided. And I'm getting guided. There is a little owl on the back of this little deer or whatever that is. And I feel like I'm getting a specific message. See the monkey? The monkey's kind of like an ego energy, and it's trying to confuse you. They're saying there is the real knowledge, the intuition, the intuitive, and it could also be a guide. For some, maybe it is a motherly figure or perhaps a divine mother energy. There is some higher force energy that is really guiding you. So know that this will work out. You will follow the right path. Tune into your heart. Listen to your heart coming up, because it knows the way. There is that energy here that you're being guided. But I feel a little bit of ego monkeying around with you, kind of trying to confuse you, should I, shouldn't I? Which way should I go kind of thing. And this is really kind of a testament to following that inner guidance, following your heart. Sit and connect to your heart. Don't listen to the monkey mind, they're saying, because your ego's messing with you. So I'm going to read the relationship message. Your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. Partnerships, friendships, romantic relationships. So they're all interconnected coming up in this message. So let's see where we go with the reading. Very interesting. So the energy of loyalty is really around very strongly. Okay. Spirit's message about your energy in this partnership and may also show how you are being perceived by your partner. And it is the Ace of Cups. It was in reverse. So the Ace of Cups is a card that is, for me, I'm hearing overly emotional. So I'm just going with what's coming in clairaudiently. I feel like an emotional overload. Usually this card represents in the tarot new love, blessings, which I feel that is. So they feel there is that energy around that you're being perceived as that, a blessing in their life and all that. But overall is the main message is that there's a sense of being over emotional, and having a lot of emotional things going on. There's many streams, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or so streams, really 5 it's saying, and then there's that 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like 5 streams. And so much change, it's like they can feel, I feel like they can feel the changes that you're going through. Maybe they're going through changes as well. Yeah, it's kind of like a mirroring. You're showing me. It's kind of like a mirroring, like it could have to do with like that third energy. Maybe I'm picking up the spiritual relationship energy. But those changes are bringing in that over-emotional energy. So that's how you're being perceived. And it's something that Spirit is actually, here. And they're saying that it's necessary, this change that's going on, that the third energy, the creation energy is happen for you right now, is to overcome these obstacles, is to overcome the lower energies, okay? And so go with the flow. Kind of go with the flow because it's a necessary evil right now. And I feel like whatever this monkey energy is, it isn't making this any easier for you. But follow your heart. You can see the peace dove here on the chalice. So really follow your heart. Let everything kind of flow. Don't fight the process because it's happening for a reason right now. But there's a lot of change going on around you, and it could be more than in one area. It could be many things. But there is a lot of change, and I feel they're also going through the same. So they can kind of see, and through this process, there's loyalty, energy to the situation. So how you're being perceived by Spirit and your partner as well as is emotional changes, okay, that are going on. And being a little bit overly emotional, but there's a good reason for it, okay? So there's a bit of understanding there, too. Your partner's energy in this relationship this week, and it is the Tower. So it's like kapowie, because I could feel like they felt whatever this was. So they're right along with it, and it could be that they're experiencing the same thing, and it's kind of causing you to maybe feel. So there's a sense of each mirroring and feeling each other's a bit, but there is a lot of change happening here, right? It's like kapow, something blows up, and I don't want to make it sound like it's a bad thing, because this ultimately leads to new ground. It leads to more stability, because this was no longer serving. So some things that are no longer serving them are falling away. Okay, whatever that is, whether that be jobs, homes, people, situations, communities, addictions. You run the gamut. Friendships. This could be anything, and it could be this. I feel like a lot of that for the energy around the relationship too, and how you're being perceived, because it's a mirroring, because you can see these two are mirroring each other. So there is a lot of change, and there's a lot of emotional turmoil, and there's a lot of disruptive energy coming from Spirit, because the lightning bolts to me are coming from above. This is spiritually led, even though it can feel earthly traumatic, when it's happening, but it's just know that there is a higher purpose for it all. So they're in some turmoilish emotional energy too. An energy you both share, which we've seen a shared energy as well, but this is going to be another one. And it is I think this is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles talks about, but I want to look in this book, because this booklet is different, and I feel its relevance to the message. Queen of Pentacles talks about finances. But it's the mother, and they're saying it's the mothering energy. So it can be that you're clearing maternal, parental, karmic energies out of your energy fields this week, or through this new moon. Through the new moon is going to be clearing a lot of that away, and in doing so, things change. So there's a change here, and it has to do with the mothering, the empress, the maternal, paternal energy. So that's the message that's coming to me from Spirit from this, and you're both in it. So they're dealing with mother issues, you're dealing with mother issues. I'll say mother, but it could be parental. It could be just family, ancestral, but it's coming through the maternal, the mothering, which I said in the very beginning. So I'm going to let it at that. And the mountains in the background are coming up too. And this is, she's facing the mountain. So this has got to do with that energy that I said here. She's now facing the mountain. I'm saying, but each are facing the mountain, and they're facing that obstacle now, and they're clearing it away. So it could be that your partner's energy is actually, because this looks like dynamite, they may actually be doing more of the physical aspect of it, clearing, and you're feeling more of it. So there's like dynamite, and she's kind of holding that pentacle. It kind of feels like, really feeling that. Okay, interesting how this is coming up. Something your partner is dealing with energetically you may not be aware of, and it is the Strength card. And so the strength talks about becoming stronger, and there's that 8. We have the infinity sign over this woman's head. So I think that it could be that you don't realize how much what they're going through is mirroring what you may be going through, especially for those that are dealing with clearing family, past energies. And I feel like they're clearing fears. But this woman's facing this woman. So it's like facing a woman that has been feared, so to speak, and has had a lot of influence on the obstacles that have been created, I want to say through the inner eye, or through the third eye, because it's stuff that you're kind of thinking and perceiving about the feminine energy. So they're dealing with this in a more deeper energy than you may know. And they're overcoming obstacles. And in regards, could be any other obstacles, but I feel like this is the main story for the week of clearing those patterns and things that have come as a fear from that mother figure in their lives. Okay. An energy you will experience soon. I like to say within a month, because of the connection to the partner. And it is this is Knight of Cups. So there's going to be more openness. There's going to be more. This is overflowing. This is now just in a cup. There's no flows of water. This is a little icy around the back here, but the Page of Cups, or the Knight of Cups, talks about emotional, moving on emotionally. But I feel good things coming with this. There's going to be, it could be an emotional invitation, something more more inviting in regards to relationship, more openness, more willingness to share. After this clearing, I feel like things kind of quiet down and get more contained in a positive way. So yeah, I'm just going to let it at that. Yeah, I'm just going to let it at that, because it just feels like this quiets down into more of a direction, more of a focus, more of a purpose, more open and inviting to sharing after this tumultuous, a little bit of an energy that's been experienced. So very interesting. I want to look at the undercurrent this week, and it is Three of Swords. So yeah, definitely clearing. It's that little heart energy, and it's definitely clearing. And underneath that is the Ten of Cups. So there is a lot of emotion. This is good. This is positive. It leads to that. But it is also talks about a lot of emotion, a buildup of emotion too. So there is definitely that going on in the undercurrent, and the Two of Wands is under that. So it is that spiritual partnership energy that we're dealing with. The world in the center, so it's on that grander, it's the universal energies of the spiritual relationships that are being cleared and felt this week individually. So I hope that everyone has enjoyed this reading. That was pretty intense energy, but we are moving into the Aries new moon, remember, and the energies are, I'm feeling pretty crazy energy around that right now, so a lot of changes, and really pushing a lot of buttons and doing a lot of clearing and whatnot. So hopefully everyone has a great week, and I will see you next week. Big hugs.